With Eddie Jones. If you would like to ask a question, please raise your virtual hand. Gail, we will come to you first, please.
Eddie, how much better did that one feel?
Well, I thought we fought hard against Wales. You know, we had two difficult decisions at the start of the game, got back to 24 all, and today was a extended version of that. And I'm really pleased with how honest the players' effort was. They've been great in the preparation, really good attitude, great leadership by Owen, and full credit to the players and the assistant coaches for what a great job they did.
When your side goes down, sorry. Can I carry on? Yeah. Your side goes down after 80 seconds, like that. How pleased were you with the response, and how much did you see the work you put in around that kind of leadership over the last week play out?
Yeah, well, we thought, France had come out pretty strong at the start of the game. They've had a long period to prepare for it. And they're coming to Twickenham and they want to get off on the front foot. So whilst we didn't enjoy them scoring a try, we knew that could be part of the game equation. And the players responded really well. Just kept their cool. And I think, as I mentioned early in the week, when you're having a bit of a bad run, the hard thing for the team is to just keep their focus when something goes wrong in the game. You get distracted by what Owen Slott's writing. You get distracted by what Tom Hamilton's writing on ESPN. All of those things come into your head, and you've just got to keep focus on what's important.
Just finally for me, Eddie, do you owe the groundsman a beer? That grass was just about long enough for that Maro try, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll definitely buy him a beer, but I don't think we're allowed to drink with anyone outside the bubble at the moment, so I'll keep it on hold for him.
But Maro, that was kind of the response you'd hoped you'd see from him after maybe a difficult week again.
Yeah. Well, I think Maro and Owen particularly stood out today in terms of the way they led the team. Played at their best, and then contributed to show a lot of composure in terms of coping with difficult periods.
Thanks very much, Gail. Russ, you do not have a hand up, but you've mentioned me, so you may go next. Thank you, if you can hear okay.
Eddie, congratulations on the victory. Just tell me a little bit about the improvements in attack that we're clearly seeing, aren't we, in the French game and for large periods today, I felt, as well.
Yeah, well, we've always had the plan post the World Cup that we needed to create a game that'll take us to the next World Cup. I believe that with all the mooted law interpretations and variations, and we've got a new one today, the Captain's Challenge, which we didn't know about. So we missed out on the memo. We must have been off the memo list. So I'll need to check the computer and see what happened to that one. But we always felt we needed to develop our game, so we started that at the start of the Six Nations, and slowly we're getting a little bit better at getting the right balance in our game between passing, running and kicking, and today was probably another step forward. But again, we left a bit out there today.
You've beaten obviously a quality side as well with its best available players this time as well. What did you make of France, and how good is it to beat a team that's obviously going places?
Yeah, well, they're being described as the best team in the world, so that's, they're a good team, they're a quality team, they've got quality players, they're well coached, and we said to our players before the game, we're going to be racing them to the World Cup. They're a good team, they're developing, we're developing, and it's going to be a good race between the two of us, and we got a bit of a start on them today.
How close do you feel this ongoing work is getting when you work on error count, penalty count, which I appreciate is so tough against teams of this quality week in, week out?
I'm not sure of the question, mate.
Sorry, just in terms of progress, how do you feel all the hard work is going with penalty and error count issues that have obviously been a problem?
No, well, it's a good step forward today. We're still nowhere near our best, and that's the exciting thing. And the players feel that. We've got another week in the competition to put our best foot forward against Ireland. So we're looking forward to raising the stakes again against Ireland, mate.
And just finally, Anthony Watson, his 50th cap, man of the match, certainly by one of the sponsors' decisions. Good try. What did you make of Anthony today and this continued involvement and improvement that you touched on a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I think the whole team's just really, really happy for him. We understand he's had a difficult injury run. He's come back, he works hard, he trains hard, always got a smile on his face. He's a good guy around the team. And for him to be awarded his 50th cap today and play such a good game's fantastic for him and his family. I'm sure his wife and his little baby at home are happy, and his mother and father are so pleased for him.
Thanks, Eddie.
Thanks, Russ. Will Kelleher will come to you, please.
Hi, Eddie. You mentioned there that you weren't sure about the captain's challenge thing. Can you just elaborate what you meant by that comment?
Decision got overturned that we didn't know you could do that in the game of rugby.
Do you mean that turnover at the end?
Yeah. So, I've been involved with rugby for a little bit of time. I've never seen that before. I've never been informed you could do that. If we knew that, Owen would have had his little notebook out and made a note of when he could have challenged the referee. I thought it was just T20 cricket, but it's a new one, isn't it? Adds a bit more to the excitement. Sponsor's got a few more minutes of television time, so it was good.
How were the emotions in those last few minutes, and how pleased are you that you showed the resilience to come out of it when it was so tight again?
Yeah, signs of a good team, mate, particularly when you've had a tough run, There's always those doubts going through your head as a team and as individuals, and we really controlled ourselves and played with a lot of focus about what we needed to do. The communication between the leaders and the team was excellent. Our finishers did a great job coming on the field, did a really good job. So pleased for Ellis Genge. He's had a tough week. His gaming console's broken. So it's been a tough week for him. These young guys, if they haven't got their game console and good coffee, life's not too flash for them. So he's gone through about 17 different hairstyles. So he ended up with that one today, and I thought he was brilliant at the end of the game.
Just looking at the Irish next week, what's the kind of theme for that now that you've got the win in the one today?
Oh, we just want to put our best foot forward, mate. It's our last chance in the competition. We're so disappointed we can't defend our trophy. So we just want to make sure we finish the competition with a good feeling about where we're going as a team. We're part of our progression to be the best team is the next game against Ireland. So it's the most important game.
Thank you.
Thanks. Nick, we'll come to you, please.
Hi Eddie, just wondered what you thought of Max Menzies' performance today, and then obviously Elliot Daly coming off the bench. You touched on the fact that the replacements did well. So could you just give us what you thought? How Elliot went?
No, got a great 80 out of the two guys. Max playing his first starting game at fullback. Thought he ran with a lot of determination, was brave in the air, and will only get better after that game. And Elliot's didn't have a great training week because he had a slight muscular soreness, so he's hardly trained this week, but came on and showed the reason he's played 50 caps. He played with great determination, a lot of composure at the back, and got us on the front foot on a number of occasions.
And just obviously, it's obviously always tempting, and fans will always talk about width and expansion and exciting rugby, but the difference today obviously came down to you guys holding him nerve at the death and maybe France not. Is that just an indicator of the fact that you can move the ball around all you want, but actually sometimes you just got to be the smarter team? And how much of a boost for you guys is it the fact that you played smarter rugby today?
Well, rugby's always been about being smart. And sometimes the conditions are such that passing's the best way to move the ball forward. Sometimes the best way is to kicking, and sometimes it's a combination. And I thought in the second half we got our balance really well. We probably had it pretty good for most of the game. The only time we didn't get it right was the last 10 minutes of the first half, where I think we got a bit seduced by the looseness of the game, and we invited France to take the lead at half time. I was really pleased with our tactical discipline.